Despite yesterday's good reaction, we did warn you guys here on this channel that confirmation of a bottom signal was still lacking. Now the bull trap has been triggered and it appears we may just fall to much lower levels. So let's take a look at exactly what's happening right now, how we can avoid traps like this one, and of course, what to expect next. My name is Nathan. Welcome to the Finance Hydra channel, where we study the market through the lens of technical analysis every single day. Every single day, sharing the main inflection points in the market here on this channel on our daily analysis. So let's start our video analyzing the SPY ETF as usual, because guys, right now we see the SPY losing yesterday's low, closing below our triple support level. I told you guys yesterday, guys, yes, we see a phenomenal bullish reaction. Okay, it is a very nice bottom signal right above our support levels. So that's the perfect moment for us to see the materialization of a bottom signal. However, we still need to see confirmation. Okay, to be more specific, I told you guys yesterday that we had to break these resistance levels over here. The 21-hour EMA, the exponential moving average on the 1-hour chart, and the 679, the previous support level here, here again, then resistance level here, and here multiple times. I know we did a quick and brief breakout of these resistance levels yesterday, but in the end, we failed to break and close above these key points. So that was our first warning signal, all right? The rejection of this resistance level, okay? We rejected this key point, we failed to break it, and right now, today, we are not only losing yesterday's low, but we are giving continuation of the bearish pattern of lower highs, lower lows on the 1-hour chart. So yes, we are bearish on the 1-hour chart. Only the confirmation of a real reversal could make the SPY fly, recover, seek higher levels, and maybe reject the idea of a sharper correction on the daily chart. Because now on the daily chart, we are just losing support levels. We are below our triple support level, below the 21-day EMA, the 674, the 672. We closed this little gap over here, and for now, there is no clear, meaningful bullish reaction yet. Today, we only see another insanely bearish candle. Now, you may say, okay, Nathan, we did trigger a phenomenal bull trap, all right? We failed to break the key inflection point you told us yesterday, but is there something that SPY could materialize in the next few days, maybe tomorrow, that could frustrate a more pronounced bearish reaction? And the answer is maybe, right? Maybe. In theory, you may say, Nathan, we have a kind of trend line over here, right? Working as another support level. Maybe this trend line makes an ascending channel. Just maybe. Okay, that's an idea, all right? Just an idea. Now, if we see tomorrow a phenomenal bullish candle, but it must be a nearly miraculous bullish reaction, okay? A miraculous bullish reaction rejecting this resistance level, closing above the 21-day EMA, maybe rejecting today's candle in the process. If this scenario materializes, then okay, then we may see another bottom signal, and then what? And then we have to wait for technical confirmation. Just like I told you guys yesterday, guys, we see a nice bottom signal, okay, that's phenomenal, but we still have to break our main resistance levels, all right, because guys, only one single candle is never enough to convince us that we're gonna see a bottom signal or a phenomenal bullish reaction in sequence, okay, that's never enough. We always wait with technical confirmation, all right, that's how we avoid traps like this one, and we did avoid many, countless bear traps during this entire rally over here. Okay, over the past few months, we did surf this rally, even with many people saying, Nathan, this market is crazy, okay? Because there is no way we're going to sustain the bullish bias. There is no way we're going to keep going up because we have tariffs affecting global trade. We have wars. We have many wars going on right now. So this world is too chaotic. There is no way we're going to keep going up. I see people saying this since April, okay? So guys, always wait for technical confirmation, all right? That's the main difference between gamblers and real professional traders. Traders wait for confirmation. Gamblers, they like to do what they think it's going to happen next, all right? So yes, this was a very treacherous movement, but it was nothing too crazy, okay? Nothing too unexpected. Now, if you ask me, if the SPY actually fails in holding near this support level, $663 is going to be our next technical target. Okay, we still have more downside left, okay? But in order to avoid this scenario, we gotta see a meaningful, very good reaction, preferably tomorrow, okay? Preferably tomorrow. Either way, I'll be here tomorrow as well, okay? We are here every single day. Now, QQQ shares the very same reading, however, here the situation is a little bit more different, a little bit more optimistic, to be honest with you guys. I also told you yesterday, guys, we still need to break the 626, okay, this 21-hour EMA, all right, because this key point is a major resistance level on the 1-hour chart, so we gotta break and close above it as soon as possible, okay? We failed, so this bullish reaction from yesterday was totally rejected right now. However, we are back to a support level. As far as I know, we just collapsed to close this little gap at 611, okay? And right now we see some stabilization. If by any means we see QQQ making a very nice bullish reaction tomorrow, closing above the 21-day EMA, yes, we may see another bottom signal. And then, just like here, just like yesterday, I'm gonna tell you guys, let's just wait for confirmation, okay? Just in case, all right? This is not crazy, okay? This is there is nothing unusual. There is nothing too weird in waiting for confirmation, all right? Because that's how we avoid many traps in this market, okay? Now, I do understand and I do agree that by materializing a bottom signal above this support level, we may see another fantastic buying opportunity. But guys, for now, there is no clear reaction. Today's candle is just another insanely bearish candle, okay? There is nothing confirming a buying opportunity. Nathan, in this case, what's QQQ's next technical target? $588.50. Okay, that's where I see QQQ next, unless we confirm a bottom signal above our multiple support level made by 21-day EMA, 613, previous top level here, top level here, top level here, and 611 gap support level. Okay, so this is the best moment for us to see QQQ reacting. Okay, so let's wait for a clear reaction. For now, there is nothing. And this is kind of interesting because Nvidia is following the QQQ. Okay, it is going to report earnings in 13 days. All right, now if you ask me, after materializing the double top that I did warn you guys on this channel as well, okay, I warned you guys, $201.35. I'm so sorry, 42 cents. This key point is the trigger point of a double top chart pattern on Nvidia. Okay, by losing this inflection point, we did materialize the pullback. We are still making Okay, this pullback is still in progress. Now, there is nothing surprising going on over here, if you ask me. Now that we are losing the 195, the 21-day EMA, we are seeking our next support level that I have been also describing to you guys over the past few days, near the 184, which was our previous buy signal down here. Okay, we saw a double bottom, which was triggered by breaking and closing above 184. We did surf a phenomenal rally to the 200s, which was our technical target, and I set this target here on this channel. It was a public target, by the way. Now we are collapsing to this key point again. So what are we gonna do? Well, if we see any other buying opportunity near the 184 again, yes, we're gonna just buy Nvidia again, aiming at the previous resistance level. Okay, really good risk-reward relationship. That's how we do. Okay, that's the plan. All right. But what if you are wrong? Okay, we're gonna lose a little. If we are right, we're gonna capture a phenomenal movement together. That's precisely what we did over here. All right, bought here, set a tight stop loss down here. Our target was the 200s. Okay, so the reward outweighs the risk. Okay, we know how to mitigate our losses and maximize our profits, and we use charts. We use technical analysis as our main tool to design our strategies. Okay, so that's what we do every single day. Not a rocket science. It is quite simple, actually. Okay, so now we are going down back to our next support area. Then we'll see. Okay, however, if you ask me, Nvidia is not going to be the optimal buy. Why, Nathan? Because we have earnings in 13 days. Okay, so I do not like to hold stocks during earnings report for swing trading purposes. All right. Of course, it depends. It depends on the reaction. It depends on the strategy. It depends on how is going to be the relationship between the risk and reward. Okay, so it depends on many questions. For now, I'm still not so sure. Okay, I'm still a little bit skeptical, but we'll see. We will see. Okay, now we have our dear Tesla, okay, going down, losing the 439. However, we are closing above the 439. That's very curious because we are maintaining the bullish bias. Now, if you ask me, there is the idea of a short-term congestion, okay? But guys, we gotta see a clear breakout of our inflection points first, okay? Now, we see a bearish reaction, okay? Yes, we see. There is no clear bottom signal yet. Although yesterday's reaction was very nice, there is no clear bottom signal yet. So let's wait for more confirmation, okay? But Nathan, what if tomorrow we see a phenomenal bullish candle? Okay, maybe Tesla could be a buy again. But for now, we are making another bearish candle, okay? It is just another bearish candle, all right? There is no clear bottom signal again, okay? So I would be a little bit skeptical, but if you ask me, Tesla is one of the most promising stocks right now. It is quite resilient. It is still above the 21-day EMA, right? We saw a false breakout of the 439. So, hey, it is still looking promising. At least it is looking resilient, okay? It is slightly stronger than the broad market. So, as far as I know, that's a total winner, okay? At least it is a total winner. But if you want to buy Tesla again, well, you have to wait for another confirmation, because as far as I know, we may just see Tesla losing the 21-day EMA, the 439, and seeking lower levels like the 420s again. All right, that's a realistic scenario to work with, or maybe 413 again, right? So hey, let's observe how Tesla is going to behave right here, all right, in this scenario. Okay, now guys, there is no, although there is no clear opportunity yet on Nvidia, Tesla, we see AMD collapsing over here. It is approaching our support levels. We see many high beta stocks. And when I say high beta stocks, I'm talking about the most popular, the most aggressive, the most volatile stocks we have on the stock market, like Nvidia, Tesla, AMD, Palantir, Meta, MicroStrategy. These stocks, they're gonna suffer, okay, because there is no clear bottom signal yet. If we see SPY, QQQ making bottom signals, these stocks will look extremely promising. That's part of my personal strategy, okay, that I share with you guys on our Telegram channel, which reminds me, if you want to trade with me, join our Telegram channel, okay. Only there I share signals, strategies with entry point, stop loss, target, why to buy, where to sell, how to mitigate your losses, how to maximize your profits, all in detail, following our winning trading strategy. Every single day I share ideas with you guys over there. We have literally hundreds of traders learning how to make money every single day in the market. We are swing traders, by the way, not day traders, so there is no need to babysit our channel every single minute of the day, okay. We always trade calmly, observing the technique, okay. We do weekly lives every single Monday, so I can share my ideas with you, so I can hear your ideas as well, I can answer questions. So guys, you are free to join us over there, and it is literally free for 7 days, okay. I offer a free trial, 7 days. You can just see for yourself how we work over there. Link to my website is in this video's description, okay. Join the 5% project. Now we have our dear AMD, right? AMD is now back to our support level. It is actually retesting the 21-day EMA. I did share with you guys here on this channel yesterday that I was still not that comfortable with the idea of not retesting the 21-day EMA. But hey, right now today, we are materializing this movement. What's more, we closed this gap $235.90 with an astonishing precision. All right. Today's low was 74 cents. Wow. So we dropped 15 cents below this target, and then we did a very shy recovery. Okay, that's interesting, all right. But again, although we are still near our support levels, there is no clear bottom signal yet. All right, we have yet to see a clear bottom signal. Today, we are collapsing 7.27%. Okay, $18. All right, so guys, now is not necessarily the time, okay? Wait for confirmation, because as far as I know, we may just lose this support level and seek lower levels. Our next technical support level is 227. Okay, we still could get there. All right, so please, let's not be euphoric. Now is not the time to trade in a reckless way, okay, just because we are collapsing. All right, do not believe that we are dropping too much, so there is no way we can drop more. Okay, no, that's not true. We can always drop more. Trust me, we can always drop more. All right, so now let's patiently wait for a clear bottom signal so we can avoid unnecessary losses or potential stress and anxiety in the market, okay? So by waiting for confirmation, you remove emotion from this equation, all right? Wow, it feels like I'm a rapper right now. So, okay, so far there is no bottom signal, okay? No clear reaction, only another bearish candle. What's more, on the weekly chart, we are on the verge of triggering this top signal. This top signal has a name, all right? It is an evening star candle pattern, okay? This three candle formation over here. So as far as I know, again, as far as I'm aware, by losing our support levels, by materializing this top signal, AMD could drop to even lower levels, maybe to reach this 21 weekly moving average again, which is gonna be actually very close to this resistance level. Okay, let me draw a resistance level over here. So yes, this green line over here is very close to the 21 weekly moving average. So we may drop to this key point again. All right, so please be careful, okay? We can't possibly tell the future. We don't know what's going to happen next, but we don't need to know, okay? Because we always work strategically. Okay, we always have a plan in mind, all right? Now, we have Palantir. This one failed in making a bottom signal. It is losing our support levels, and if you ask me, we are back to the 174 support level, okay? That's our technical support level, okay? That's quite obvious, all right? That's not surprising at all. Now, are we going to hold above this support level? That's the question. If you ask me, in theory, in the lack of a crystal clear bottom signal, no, we are not going to hold. But if tomorrow we see another bullish candle like this one over here, or this one over here, right? Then maybe we'll have a chance. Maybe we're going to see Palantir making a bottom signal again, right? If you ask me, we would buy if this scenario materializes, okay? I gave you guys a few buying opportunities on Palantir, but I gave you guys a few buy signals here on Palantir on our Telegram channel in the past few months. I gave you guys another buy signal right here, September 17, right? As well. So, guys, we would just buy Palantir again, okay, if we see this scenario materializing, but for now, I'm skeptical, okay? I wait for the market to give me signals to convince me that we're gonna make a bottom signal. I'm not bullish on Palantir and I'm seeking for a buying opportunity. No, I am nothing, okay? I am absolutely nothing. Palantir is in bearish territory, okay? Not me. Okay, Palantir is. So in order to avoid this situation, we gotta see a clear bottom signal above the 174 as soon as possible, preferably tomorrow, so we can buy Palantir again. Okay, that's how I see it. Okay, very simple. All right. If we don't see, okay, we don't buy. That's very simple. We don't, guys. We don't have to buy, have to sell every single stock every single minute of the day. Okay, we can wait. Let's wait for the smart money to fight among each other. Okay, let's wait for because guys, us retail traders, as Peter Lynch says on his book, Way Up to Wall Street, I believe that's the name in English, all right? And by the way, his book is one of the books that I recommend to everyone to read, okay? He says, retail traders have a phenomenal gift, which is the gift of waiting. And he says by experience, because he says us institutional players, we have to trade every single thing, okay? We have to trade, we are forced to trade by market regulations, all right? But you guys, retail traders, you can wait the institutional players to fight each other, and then you just follow the winner when you see a clear winner, okay? So that's specifically part of our trading methodology, okay? That's how I see Palantir right now and many other stocks, okay? And we have many people ask me constantly about Meta. You guys always ask me about Meta. Nathan, please analyze Meta, please. Okay, I'm gonna analyze Meta today, all right? Meta, if you ask me, Meta, by the way, subscribe, because again, we are here every single day to keep you guys updated, all right? If you don't subscribe, maybe one day you're gonna miss this channel, okay? You're gonna miss our analysis, and by the way, our analyses are totally unbiased. I don't know if you have noticed, but they are totally unbiased, okay? We only focus on what's happening right now and on how to react properly, avoiding traps, using the technique to our advantage. Okay, so subscribe and like this video if you are still liking it, because, well, no one watches a video on technical analysis for more than 20 minutes without liking it. So please, like the video. Now, we have Meta in a support level, okay? I will be totally honest with you guys. We are trying to nail a bottom signal on Meta, okay? Yesterday, I shared an idea on our Telegram channel to trade Meta over here, but this trade was totally failed, okay, because it wasn't triggered, all right. Meta failed to make a bottom signal, and that's why I always tell you guys, please wait for confirmation, okay? Because by waiting for confirmation, you avoid traps like this. All right, so our trading methodology is very solid, okay? It is very solid in this aspect. Now, we are back to our support level, but we don't see a clear breakdown yet. Okay, I know we are closing below the 621, but only by like $2. Okay, so it is not much. Okay, we don't see phenomenal breakout yet. Okay, so if you ask me, yes, there is still a small chance that we may see Meta reacting, and if we do see bottom signal above this support level, phenomenal. But again, it is critical to see SPY, QQQ reacting above their own support levels as well. Okay, only then we may see a technical confirmation of a bottom signal on Meta. Otherwise, if we fail to do so, if we fail to react, our next technical target is at 606.97 to close this gap. Okay, gaps work as magnets for the price when trends reverse. So either way, guys, Meta is interesting. Okay, it is interesting, but there is no clear reaction yet. Now we have strategy. Okay, strategy is pretty much like Meta. We are going down in a bear trend. Okay, lower highs, lower lows, right? Heading towards our next support level near the 237. And this key point is very nice because it is a quite emblematic support level, right? Quite relevant support level. And this gives me good memories because we bought strategy. I gave you guys the signal several times on our Telegram channel every single time we approached this support level. Okay, we bought here, right? I gave you guys many signals. We did many phenomenal trades together on strategy this year. But right now, we are approaching this key point again. Of course, there is no clear bottom signal yet, but I do understand that if we see bottom signal, yes, we may buy strategy even considering that we are bearish. Okay, yes, we are bearish, but guys, on the weekly chart, we are more like sideways. Okay, we are in a kind of congestion over here, and right now we are back to a support level. So it is not surprising. It is not gonna be an incredibly risky trade to buy strategy near such relevant support level. We bought it before. We did many good trades together this year, and maybe we're gonna see another opportunity again. Okay, because we are supposed to bounce off this support level. All right. Either way, the risk reward ratio is good. Even if we are wrong, we are going to lose a little because we know how to mitigate losses and maximize profits. So guys, remember to like this video and subscribe to keep in touch with my daily analysis. If you want to trade with us, join our Telegram channel, join the 5% project. Link is in this video's description. Thank you so much for your audience, my dear friends. Stay safe. See you guys tomorrow as usual. Bye-bye.